Hello everyone, welcome to my channel B&B CBS Gossip 24. Deacon sharp wipes down the bar, lost in thought. The door opens quietly. Dr. Taylor Hayes steps in, still in her work clothes, looking tired but polished. Deacon. Taylor Hayes, at Illinois Giardino after midnight. This is either a dream or trouble. Taylor. Maybe both. I couldn't sleep, and apparently, neither could you. Deacon sets down the towel, motioning toward a stool. Deacon. Sit. I'll pour you something that makes insomnia sound romantic. Taylor. Just coffee. I've had enough romance for one lifetime. Deacon. You keep saying that, but I'm not buying it. He slides a mug toward her. Their fingers brush, a small jolt of connection. Taylor looks away, uncomfortable with how it feels. Taylor. You've changed, Deacon. Deacon. People keep saying that like it's a bad thing. Taylor. No. It's unexpected. Beat. Silence hums between them, charged but tender. Deacon leans on the counter, studying her. Deacon. You know, you don't have to carry all that weight alone. The Forrester family therapist thing, it's a full-time job, huh? Taylor. It's more like a never-ending soap opera. Deacon. You're telling me. Between Ridge, Brooke, Steffi, Hope, I feel like I should start charging royalties. Taylor chuckles, tension easing. Taylor. You're funny when you're not deflecting. Deacon. And you're beautiful when you're not analyzing. Their eyes lock. Neither moves. The air thickens. Taylor. Deacon, we shouldn't. Deacon. Why not? We're both single. Both human. Both tired of being alone. She hesitates. The vulnerability in his tone disarms her. Taylor. You always did know what to say. Deacon. Yeah, but for once, I mean it. He steps closer. She doesn't back away. The moment stretches, a heartbeat from something real. The contrast is stark. Sheila Carter sits alone on her couch, restless, pacing. Her hair is loose, her eyes wild but weary. A knock at the door startles her. Sheila. What now, Bill? The door opens. It's not Bill. It's L.I. Finnegan. Sheila. Lee? You've got a lot of nerve showing up here. L.I. Believe me, this is the last place I want to be. Lee enters, closing the door behind her. L.I. But I heard about what you're planning. Sheila. Oh, and what's that? L.I. Whatever it is, it ends tonight. Sheila smirks, circling her like a cat. Sheila. So you came to give me another lecture? Tell me I'll never be part of Finn's life? You've been saying that for years. L.I. No. I came to tell you something else. Sheila stops, curious. L.I. I used to think you were pure evil. Maybe part of you still is. But there's another part, the one that wants to belong. That's the part you keep killing every time you chase revenge. Sheila blinks, thrown off guard. Sheila. You're trying to psychoanalyze me now? L.I. No. I'm trying to save you, from yourself. Lee's words hang in the air. Sheila scoffs, but something in her expression softens. The candles have burned lower. Taylor and Deacon sit close now, laughter fading into comfortable silence. Taylor. I spent years saving Ridge, trying to convince myself he was my destiny. Deacon. And what did you find out? Taylor. That destiny's overrated. Deacon. Yeah. I used to think mine was to screw everything up. Turns out, it's a lot harder to change when people don't let you. Taylor. That's the thing about change, it doesn't ask for permission. Deacon reaches out, gently tucking a strand of hair behind her ear. Taylor freezes, emotion flickering in her eyes. Deacon. You deserve someone who sees you. Not the perfect shrink. Not the ex-wife. Just you. Taylor. And you think that's you? Deacon. I think I want to try. Their faces inch closer. The tension hums like static. Taylor hesitates, then gives in. Their lips meet, slow, uncertain, but real. For a fleeting second, they forget the world. Sheila sits on the edge of the couch, shaken. Lee stands, arms crossed. Sheila. Why are you doing this? Why would you even care? L.I. Because Finn does. And whether you like it or not, I do too. Sheila laughs bitterly, wiping at her eyes. Sheila. You think there's hope for me? L.I. I think if you keep chasing vengeance, you'll never see your son again. Sheila stands, voice cracking. Sheila. He's all I've ever wanted. Li. Then act like it. Lee starts to leave. Sheila's voice stops her. Sheila. Lee, thank you. Lee pauses, the faintest crack of emotion crossing her usually hard face. Li. Don't thank me. Prove me wrong. She leaves. Sheila sinks onto the couch, staring at a framed photo of Finn. A single tear falls. Taylor pulls away first, breathing fast, startled by her own reaction. Taylor. Deacon, I shouldn't have. Deacon. You don't have to apologize. Taylor. It's not about apology. It's about clarity. She rises, flustered. Taylor. I came here to forget, not to start something new. Deacon. Then maybe it's time you stopped running from you. Taylor hesitates at the door. Taylor. You're dangerous, Deacon Sharp. Deacon. You say that like it's news. She smiles faintly and leaves. Deacon watches her go, his expression a mix of regret and hope. Sheila stands at her mirror, her reflection fierce but fragile. She stares at herself, then picks up the phone. She dials. Sheila. Deacon, we need to talk. Cut to Deacon at Illinois Giardino, looking at his phone, Taylor's lipstick still faint on his lips. His face tightens. Deacon. What now, Sheila? He answers the call. Sheila. I think I'm ready to change. Deacon. Yeah? Or destroy everything trying. Sheila's faint smile in the mirror is both heartbreaking and chilling. Deacon stands behind the bar, lost in thought. He's replaying the kiss in his mind, that breathless, soft moment with Taylor that shouldn't have happened. His phone buzzes, Sheila calling. He ignores it. Again. And again. Deacon. Not now, Sheila. Not today. The door swings open. Steffi Finnegan steps in, dressed sharply, her Forrester confidence radiating like armor. Deacon straightens immediately. Deacon. Steffi. Wow, this is unexpected. Steffi. I could say the same. My mother left the house early this morning, wearing last night's clothes. Deacon stiffens. Deacon. You sure you want to finish that sentence? Steffi. I don't need to. You already did. She moves closer, eyes narrowing. Steffi. Please tell me you didn't. Deacon. Didn't what? Steffi. Didn't cross the line with her. Deacon sets down a glass, forcing a chuckle. Deacon. Steffi, your mom and I had coffee, a conversation. Steffi. And a kiss? Silence. Deacon doesn't answer. That's her answer. Steffi. Unbelievable. Of all people, Deacon. Deacon. Hold on. Steffi. Your Hope's father. My mother's ex-husband's ex-wife's daughters. Deacon. Stop before you sprain something. Steffi glaze, the sarcasm not landing. Steffi. You think this is funny? My mother is vulnerable, and you're Deacon Sharp. Deacon. A guy who made mistakes, yeah. But maybe I'm also the guy who sees her for who she really is. Steffi. You mean broken? Deacon. I mean real. You Forresters act like emotion's a weakness. It's not. It's what makes you human. Steffi stares him down, voice cracking just slightly. Steffi. You think I don't know that? Taylor Hayes sits at the grand piano, her fingers brushing idle keys. Ridge enters, casual but observant. Rich. Morning. Taylor. You're early. Rich. Steffi called me. Said you've been distracted. Taylor laughs nervously, avoiding his gaze. Taylor. I'm fine, Rich. Really? Rich. Fine doesn't usually sound like it's holding its breath. She sighs, finally looking at him. Taylor. You ever do something impulsive? Something that makes you question everything about yourself? Rich. Every Tuesday. Taylor smiles despite herself. Rich. Taylor, if this is about Deacon. Her head snaps up, startled. Taylor. How do you? Rich. Steffi saw him. She told me. Taylor groans, sinking into the bench. Taylor. Of course she did. Rich. You kissed him? Taylor. It wasn't planned. It just happened. Rich. You and Deacon Sharp. Didn't see that plot twist coming. She glares but can't hide the flush on her cheeks. Taylor. You have no right to judge. Rich. I'm not. I just worry. He sits beside her, voice softening. Rich. You deserve peace, Taylor. Not more chaos. Taylor. Maybe chaos is the only language we ever learn to speak. They share a bittersweet silence, two people forever tied by history. Sheila stands before her mirror, applying lipstick with trembling hands. She looks different. Composed. Calm. But her eyes betray something else. There's a knock at the door. Sheila. Come in. The door opens, it's Hope Logan. Unexpected. Gentle. Cautious. Hope. You texted me. Said it was urgent. Sheila. It is. I need to talk to someone who doesn't hate me. Hope. That's a short list. Sheila. Yeah. But you're on it. You gave me a chance once. Hope. That was before you scared my family half to death. Sheila. I'm not proud of that. I'm trying, Hope. I really am. Hope. Then why does it sound like you're convincing yourself? Sheila sits, her confidence cracking. Sheila. Because no one believes I can change. Maybe they are right. Maybe the only thing I'm good at is losing everything. Hope's face softens. Hope. You can start by forgiving yourself. Sheila. I don't know how. Beat. Hope takes her hand, tentatively. A quiet moment of empathy between unlikely souls. Deacon wipes the counter again, a nervous tick. Steffi's gone, but her words echo. His phone buzzes, another call from Sheila. He finally answers. Deacon. What do you want, Sheila? Sheila. I wanted to say thank you. Deacon. For what? Sheila. For showing me what love looks like, even if it was never for me. The line goes dead. Deacon frowns, uneasy. Taylor stands by the window, lost in thought. Steffi storms in, fierce and protective. Steffi. Tell me it didn't happen. Taylor. Steffi. Steffi. Tell me you didn't kiss him. Taylor's silence says everything. Steffi. Mom, how could you? Taylor. It wasn't what you think. Steffi. You kissed the man who put half this family through hell. Taylor. People can change, Steffi. Steffi. Not him. Taylor's expression hardens, maternal and firm. Taylor. Don't tell me who I can or can't forgive. Steffi stares, her composure cracking. Steffi. I'm just trying to protect you. Taylor. I know. But maybe I don't want protection anymore. Maybe I want to feel something real, even if it's messy. Steffi's eyes fill, frustration and fear mixing. Sheila sits alone, staring at the mirror again. The reflection seems to mock her. Her phone rings, unknown number. She hesitates, then answers. Voice. You really think they'll forgive you? Sheila. Who is this? Voice. Just someone who knows what you are. Static. The call drops. Sheila stares at the phone, panic rising. Sheila. Whispers. What did I do? Deacon locks up for the night. He looks toward the door, half expecting Taylor to return. Instead, the camera pans, outside the restaurant, a shadow watches him. A woman's silhouette. Familiar. Dangerous. A low whisper escapes the darkness. Woman. You always did like saving lost causes, Deacon. The camera turns, it's Sheila. Her lipstick perfect, her eyes wet, but colder than ever. Deacon. Sheila, what did you do? Sheila. What I always do. Survive. She smiles, a chilling echo of her old self. Deacon sharp arranges wine glasses, but his hands shake slightly. Taylor Hayes appears at the door, hesitant. Taylor. You didn't return my call. Deacon. Didn't know what to say. Yesterday kinda detonated on us. She walks in slowly, the tension between them warm but uneasy. Taylor. Steffi thinks I've lost my mind. Rich doesn't say it, but I can see it in his eyes. Deacon. And you? Taylor. I think I might have crossed a line I needed to cross. Deacon. Meaning? Taylor. For once, I didn't do the sensible thing. I just felt beat. Their eyes meet, honesty hangs in the air. Deacon. Then maybe that's the healthiest thing you've done in years. Rich Forrester studies the printout from a phone trace. Carter Walton stands beside him. Carter. That anonymous call Sheila got last night, it routed through an old corporate line. Spencer Publications. Rich. Bill? No way. He hates her as much as we do. Carter. Could be someone using his network. Rich. Or someone inside. Rich's eyes narrow. Determination replaces shock. Rich. If she's got an ally in that building, I'll find out who it is. Sheila sits on the sofa surrounded by half-packed boxes, a symbolic attempt at starting over. She flips through a self-help book, restless. Her phone rings again, the unknown number. Sheila. Whoever you are, stop calling me. Voice. You don't really want me to stop. You need someone who believes you still matter. Her breathing quickens. Sheila. What do you want? Voice. To remind you what survival costs. And you, Sheila, you always pay it. The call ends. She sits, shaken, almost whispering to herself. Sheila. Not this time. Not again. The lunch crowd hums. Deacon wipes a table. Taylor helps stack menus, a picture of domestic calm that feels too good to last. Taylor. You really built something here. A business, a life. Deacon. Took long enough. Taylor. So what happens when Sheila tries to drag you back? Deacon. Then I prove to her, and to myself, that I'm done with chaos. He glances toward the door, uneasy, as if saying her name summoned her. Scene 5, Int. Spencer Publications. Bill's office, same time. Rich strides in, unannounced. Bill Spencer looks up, unimpressed. Bill. Forrester. To what do I owe the invasion? Rich. A call came from one of your internal lines to Sheila Carter's phone. Bill. If I wanted to talk to that woman, I'd send a carrier pigeon. Rich. Then someone's using your system. Bill. I'll have IT trace it. But let me give you some advice. You spend too much time chasing ghosts. Rich leans in, low and certain. Rich. Sometimes ghosts leave fingerprints. I'll find them. Scene 6, Int. Sheila's apartment, evening. Soft rain outside. Sheila stares at an old photograph of her and Finn, the edges worn. There's a gentle knock. Hope. It's me. She opens the door. Hope steps in, holding grocery bags. Hope. You didn't answer my texts. Thought you could use company. Sheila blinks, grateful yet guarded. Sheila. You're the only one who treats me like I'm not poison. Hope. Maybe because I've been poisoned by family expectations too. They share a small laugh. Hope's kindness steadies her for a moment. Hope. You can start over, Sheila. But not by hiding. By helping someone else. Sheila. Help someone? Me? Hope. Yes. Prove you're not the woman everyone thinks you are. Hope's phone buzzes, she checks it. Hope. That was Finn. He wants to meet about a hospital charity expansion. Maybe you could. Sheila. No. He's not ready. Not yet. But the idea plants a seed, a dangerous, hopeful one. Closing time again. Taylor wipes her hands on a towel. Deacon brings over 2 coffees. Deacon. Peace offering. Taylor. You mean caffeine disguised as forgiveness? Deacon. Exactly. They sit. The silence is companionable this time. Taylor. You think we're both fooling ourselves? Deacon. Probably. But for once, it feels good to be fools together. She smiles. The doorbell jingles, closing time, yet someone enters. It's Sheila. Her hair damp from rain, her expression unreadable. Deacon. Sheila, what are you doing here? Sheila. Trying to save what's left of me. Taylor stiffens but stays seated. Taylor. What does that mean? Sheila. Someone's been calling me. Pushing me. Telling me to give up on changing. Deacon. Who? Sheila. I don't know. But I think they're close. Too close. Lightning flashes outside. The 3 exchange uneasy glances. Ridge opens an email from Spencer IT. A name appears on the trace report. His eyes widen. Rich. No way. He grabs his phone, dials. Rich. Carter, I found our mole. You're not gonna believe who's been feeding Sheila information. Cut back to Illinois Giardino. Rain pounds against the windows. Sheila sits between Taylor and Deacon, trembling. A phone rings on the counter. Deacon answers, confused. Deacon. Rich. Deacon, get Taylor out of there. Now. Deacon. Why? What's going on? Rich. Because the person manipulating Sheila works for you. Deacon freezes. The camera pans to the kitchen doorway. A shadow moves, just visible under the flickering light. A phone glows in that hand, showing the words, "Call Sheila, blocked." The figure steps forward slightly, the face unseen. Taylor. Deacon, who's that? Thunder crashes. The screen cuts to black. Deacon Sharp, Taylor Hayes, and Sheila Carter stand frozen as a shadowed figure lingers in the kitchen doorway. The only sound is the hum of the refrigerator and the storm outside. Taylor. Deacon, who is that? Deacon. Whoever you are, the restaurant's closed. The figure doesn't move. Then, in one smooth motion, they step forward slightly, revealing a dark raincoat, a phone still glowing in their hand. Sheila. It's them. It's the voice. Deacon's phone buzzes again, Rich's name flashes. Rich. Deacon. Don't confront them, just listen to me. The caller. The line cuts. Static. Deacon pockets the phone. Deacon. We're not running. Whoever's been tormenting Sheila, we end this tonight. The figure takes one slow step forward, and then slips out the back door, the rain swallowing them whole. Sheila. They're gone. Deacon. Stay here. Lock the doors. Taylor. Deacon, wait. He's already out into the rain. Deacon steps into the downpour, eyes scanning the dark alley. A flash of movement, the figure runs toward a parked car. Deacon. Hey. Stop. The car peels away. Tires screech. He can't see the license plate. He slams his fist against the wall, soaked and frustrated. Deacon. Damn it. Rich paces as Carter Walton pulls up security footage from Spencer Publications on a laptop. Rich. Zoom in on the timestamp. Carter. Already did. The call to Sheila originated from one of the media editing bays. Someone used a secure VPN, but there's a reflection in the monitor glass. They lean in. A faint reflection of a face, blurred but distinct enough to suggest someone they know. Rich. That can't be who I think it is. Carter. It looks like them, Rich. Rich. They worked with Bill. With Deacon. Carter nods slowly, tension mounting. Carter. If we're right, this isn't about Sheila. It's about all of us. Taylor paces. Sheila sits at the counter, shaking. Sheila. They were here. You saw them. I'm not crazy. Taylor. No one said you were. Sheila. Everyone thinks I'm one step from losing control. Maybe they're right. Taylor. Stop. Look at me. She kneels beside Sheila, calm but firm. Taylor. You are not your past. You made choices, yes, but this moment, right now, you can choose differently. Don't let fear drag you back there. Sheila breathes heavily, nodding, tears streaming down her face. Sheila. I want to be better. I swear I do. But what if the world won't let me? Taylor. Then we prove it wrong. The back door bursts open. Deacon returns, drenched. Deacon. They got away. Sheila. Of course they did. That's what they do. They hide. Taylor moves to Deacon, grabbing a towel from the counter, pressing it into his hands. Taylor. You can't chase ghosts, Deacon. You'll lose yourself. Deacon. Maybe I already did. Their eyes meet, heavy, complicated. Bill Spencer storms in, furious, as Ridge and Carter wait. Bill. You break into my offices and demand answers. I hope you brought something better than accusations. Ridge. We brought proof. Carter turns the laptop to face Bill. The blurred reflection from the video plays. Bill's confidence wavers. Bill. That's impossible. Ridge. Looks like someone close to you. Someone who's been using your system to manipulate Sheila. Bill. You're out of your minds. Ridge. Then explain why their keycard was used after hours. Bill frowns, jaw tightening. Bill. Who are you talking about? Ridge. Justin. Bill's face hardens, the realization sinking in. Bill. Justin Barber? No, he wouldn't. Carter. He's the only one with that clearance. Bill turns toward the window, his reflection cold and uncertain. Bill. If Justin's involved, there's a bigger game here. The restaurant is dim. Sheila, exhausted, clutches a mug of tea. Taylor and Deacon sit across from her. There's quiet, the kind that follows fear. Sheila. Maybe this is what I deserve. To live looking over my shoulder. Taylor. No one deserves to live like that. Deacon. We'll find whoever's doing this. Sheila. You can't save me, Deacon. Not this time. He looks at her, voice breaking. Deacon. Then let me try anyway. Taylor watches the exchange, torn between compassion and self-protection. Taylor. You can't lose yourself in this. Either of you. Before anyone can respond, Deacon's phone buzzes. Unknown number. He hesitates, then answers. Deacon. Hello? Voice. You should have stayed out of it, Deacon. The line goes dead. The room is silent.